Hi, this is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things. Today we want to talk about, instead of looking out your window, how about looking in your mirror, right? Because sometimes, you find people who can always look out their window. You know how you used to watch that movie, that show, I think it was called Bewitched. Mrs. Krabs, the neighbor. The neighbor could always, she'd tell you about, she's always looking at the window trying to see what the neighbors are doing. Oh, they done bought a new this. Can see everything that somebody else is doing. But how often did you ever see Mrs. Krabs looking in the mirror at herself? Right? And most people are comfortable, comfortable, paying attention to your life. They love being in everybody's business but their own. It's the truth. I met neighbors who could always tell me what my children were doing, but never seemed to see what their children do. My children and their children were doing the exact same thing, yet they couldn't see their children, but they always saw mine. A friend of mine, one day we got into a little controversy because she was always telling me about my child was going to sleep in church. And then one day her son was asleep, and I said, hey, we'll wake him up. She said, why are you bothering him? I said, girl, what you mean why I'm bothering him? He's asleep. I thought you didn't want nobody going to sleep. I said, you always waking up mine when they go to sleep. I'm waking up yours. Well, she didn't feel too good about that. And, so I told her, I said, well, and I'm done, right? And I left, and later on she came to me. I want to talk to you about what happened. I said, sure. She said, I feel like, we have a problem. We should be able to talk. I said, yeah, exactly. I said, but before you say a word, before you say something, let me say this to you. Because that's who I am. I said, see, we could have solved this problem between us, but you done brought somebody else in the picture. She said, what are you talking about? I said, you done already told so-and-so. Everything you get ready to tell me, you already done told her. I said, I'm going to tell you what you said to her. I said, you said thus and thus and thus and thus. And she looked at me. She said, yeah, I did. I said, I know. I said, I know. I said, so now you want to talk to me after you done already got somebody else involved. So even though we squash it, you done got somebody else involved who's going to start a fire. Right? But the thing I want to address is that take time to look in the mirror and reflect and stop deflecting by looking out your window at everybody else and seeing what they're doing or what they're not doing. Because what they are or are not doing does not affect your life most of the time. But what you're doing will always affect your life, your future, and those that you have within your perimeter. Those that are in your lives. Whether, whoever it is that you have close to you, what you need to do, and make sure you do it well. Look in that mirror and ask yourself, what do you need to do to get your life together? What do you need to do to change some things about your life that you don't like? Because there are always, always, always something in our life that we can change to make better, to do better. I tell people, I say I'm trying to work on my temperament. Some days I do well, and some days it's just a firecracker still. I said, my children, they have a ball. And my mama, my mama had to come to this school. I said, so I have to work on that. I was talking to one of my tribes on yesterday, and we were sharing about something. She had went on a trip, and she did something so fantastic, and I was kind of like envying her, right? Because I said, she's having a good time. And she went out and had a good time at, with one of her friends, and she had a night on the town. I said, dang, I don't get none of them. I said, I want one of them, right? And I was sharing with her. I said, well, I'm getting ready to do something new. And I said, I'm going to find me some friends. I said, because I ain't got nobody to hang out with. I said, I want some time to go somewhere. And said, me and my girls are going. We going out to the beach. Me and my girls are going. I mean, hey, like I told you now, I'll do well by myself now. I'm telling you I can. But, I got a little envy, a little jealousy too, probably too. I said, I mean, a lot of my girls be sending me pictures of them and their BFF, right? Out, going to this place, traveling, different parts of the country. They just going all over the place. And I said, dang, I said, I ain't got no BFF that I can go traveling with like that. I ain't got nobody I can say, hey, girl, let's go, let's go, let's go. Most of the girls, I was like, let's go. Oh, well, I can't because I got to do this. I was like, I say, good, get them anchors off of you so we can go somewhere. So, I said, that was something that I said I want to change. I said, I want to change that. I need to start making myself available to be friendly, to find me some gals who don't mind going places and doing some things I like to do. And, we can share some stuff. They want to go to the gallery, we can do that. You want to go out and do, whatever, have some fun. That I have limitations. Certain things I do not do, will not do, and ain't thinking about doing, right? But there's some things I want to just enjoy life with and have somebody we can sit back and take some selfies together and, and so I was looking at her, I said, I got to do that, right? And I went yesterday out to a service and met a lady. She just gravitated towards me, right? I said, she said, oh, she gave me her name and everything. And I said, oh, and she carried me around like my little sister. I could have been a big sister. I could have been older than her. Anyway, and, and I was like, oh, yeah. And it felt good, right? That somebody just pulled me in. It was a nice thing. And I said, I got to work on that. And I will. I shall work on that. But I'm saying it to say this. That's a reflect. I'm looking in the mirror and I'm looking at some things I want to change. That's one thing I want to change. I want to get out more and I want to be social. Because my biggest social club is when I'm singing with the social people on the app. That's my social. So I got to do better. So I'm going to do something different because I decided to reflect and not deflect. What I saw, I enjoyed it. So I saw that and I want to become a part of that community. I want to be able to do things differently. And that's part of not looking out all the time and being concerned with everybody else is doing, how they're doing it, why they're doing it, who they're doing it with, and looking at yourself and say, hey, what about you? What do you want to do? What do you want to do that's different? And you ain't got to wait till January the 1st to change nothing. Today's a good day to make a change. I tell people that every single day. Every day is a good day to make a new change. You don't have to wait until January the 1st and make this New Year's resolution that most of the time we don't what? We don't fulfill. But make one today. Change something in your life that you want to see change. Do something that you want to do to make your life better for you. It doesn't matter if anybody else agree with it or if they even like it. You want to go skiing? Go skiing, baby. You want to go and see the islands? Go see the islands, right? You want to, decide that you want to date, mate, shape, do whatever you want to do. Hey, if it's to better you, then you do that. Find something that you want to do and you do it. And don't let nobody stop you, right? Because you are your greatest. You are your greatest. You can do anything. Anything. Don't stop. Quit worrying about what somebody else is doing. Don't be concerned about what somebody else can do. And look at yourself and tell yourself what you can do. What do you want to work on? Look at yourself. What do you want to change? Change it. Because you can do it. Anything is possible. If you make those first steps, I'm telling you, you'll find yourself the next day making another step and another one, right? And then you begin to see the difference. That's how it normally happens. When my son tells me all the time, I'm going to close. He tells me all the time, he says, he goes out and he works out. He said, oh, Mom, I'm tired today, but I got to go because if I stop, I won't complete it. I said, hey, consistency, persistence, and consistency. It has to be a part of your move. And when you want to change, if you see something about you that you want to change and you want to do different, that's what you got to do. You got to make those moves. So make this a fantastic day for you. Live it out to the fullest. Be great, be marvelous. Let your light so shine. Stay at peace, stay at comfort, and stay out that window in everybody else's business and look in that mirror at you and make yourself what you want to see because you're fabulous, you're wonderful, and I think you can do it. Be blessed, be powerful. This is Jenny. Oh, yeah. Blessings.